So let me just formally introduce you to this interaction. So with me I have the legendary Aravind KP with me from TVS racing team, and I personally, on my behalf and on behalf of the entire Motoroids fraternity, let me just first and foremost welcome you. And
thank you for doing this. I appreciate it.
The whole reason behind this interaction is that we wanted to understand. A lot of people have been asking us as to, during the lockdowns, how to stay fit, and especially from the perspective of a motorsport athlete, it's generally very difficult because whatever you do is very outdoorsy. You guys require a certain environment, you require a track and a lot of other things as well for you to practice your profession. And in conditions like these, it becomes very difficult for you to stay conditioned and to keep fit for the upcoming events. So in your case, ever since you started participating in Dakar, you had a couple of injuries and you recuperated. So the downtime is not something which is alien to you. You have faced a lot of downtime. You have been locked inside your house for.
I've had a long racing career, so I've had many ups and downs. So it's all good.
We would start by understanding why is it not such a bad thing to be in a lockdown, and what are the kind of things that people can probably do from the comforts of their home to stay conditioned, to be race ready, and to be physically fit, especially from a motorsport athlete's perspective.
For me, I think as it concerns with lockdown, I think it's a good thing for me because I don't really get to spend this amount of time at home.
Right.
And enjoy the pleasures of having food delivered to you at your will, and everything is cooked. Whatever you like is cooked for you. So I think I'm enjoying it, but it definitely is restrictive. I can't go out and ride, and I can't do most of my riding and all of that. But other than that, I think it's not much is different for me because I've been recovering from an injury since September. So almost like 5 months I couldn't really do anything, and then just doing some upper body exercises. But now I'm in a good place where I can do some polymetric and bodyweight exercises and isometric and all that. But I think it's being an Indian citizen, it's our responsibility to help our warriors and fighters like doctors and all of these people to get this thing into a place where it's not spreading anymore, and the least that we can do is stay at home. Our great grandfathers, and probably they were all asked to go to a war, to a battle place and fight. But now the government and the country wants us just to stay in. It definitely is a little tough for us because we are always outside and traveling and riding and going places. But I think this is the least that we can do to help it.
So for you now, Aravind, how's your condition now? Are you closer to recuperating 100%, and by when can we technically see you back in action in terms of health?
I've luckily for me, I've gotten a clean leg for getting back on the bike.
Wow, that's great.
So once this quarantine is up, I'll be back on the bike. It's not 100% yet, but then it takes a little bit of time for me on the bike, and I should be going in full swing maybe in a month or so.
So from your perspective, from an athlete's perspective, one of the most important ingredients of a fit body is the diet. So if you could just throw some light on what are the kind of things that we should be consuming if we divide our diet in 4 parts. That's breakfast, lunch, evening snack, and a dinner. So what's the kind of diet that a pro athlete like you consumes, and what are the things that we should prefer, we should eat, and the things that we should avoid? There's a lot of debate about the keto diet. A lot of people are promoting it. A lot of people are not very pro keto. So about all of this, about carbs, about fruits, about sugars, and about the various varieties of food that we generally have at home, what is your advice to people who want to be fit and for those who want to be professional athletes?
Ideally, all your meals should have fibers, protein, and carbohydrates. Equal amounts of it. Each has a different diet. According to their body weight. percentage of protein and the percentage of carbohydrates and the percentage of fibers will change. But ideally, you can have a salad, you can have some good protein, and you can have some fibers also, which is salad is fibers, and fruit is going to be again fibers, and protein is going to be like tofu, or if you're a non-vegetarian, you can have some lean meat like the mutton, red meats, and chicken and fish and all that. So ideally, all your 3 meals should have protein, fibers, and carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is rice, bread, or potato, mashed potato, or something like that. But what I follow is early morning. I have the dry fruits which have been soaked from overnight. The dry fruits like almonds, cashew, and raisins, and dates, and walnuts. This is what I have. And then I do have how can I say, a grab of horse gram and green gram sprouts.
Okay.
Then I have some cereals and banana with what do you call that? With some honey in the mornings. And in the noons, I come from a Brahmin family. It's mostly veg. So the noon is red rice and whatever sambar my mother cooks. So I don't really get to eat
specifically
cooking, so this is the time that I'm enjoying.
Specifically about lunchtime, when you're having carbs, typically a lot of athletes want you to restrict carbs, if not completely put them out of the pictures. So what's your mantra for keeping carbs in check?
See, again, if you're gaining, you have to have carbs. If you're cutting, then you've got to cut on your carbs. So if you want to cut on your carbs, it depends on how much you want to cut. And again, like I said, every body is different. So carb is the one which kind of gives you the energy to do whatever the work you have to. So if you cut on it, then you will probably feel a little sluggish when you're trying to do your work, or when you're trying to move around. But then carb is essential. But then, like I said, if you're cutting, then you got to consume a little less carbs. But then if you're gaining, then you can have more carbs. But red rice is the ones that it doesn't really, it's not bad. It doesn't have bad carbs. It has, it is not fast carbs. It is slow carbs. The body needs slow carbs. Right. So you can have red rice, and you can have sweet potato. All of this have slow carbs in it, which is really good for you. Like white rice is not really good for you because it's fast carbs. And if you want to have white rice, if you're used to having only white rice, it has to be basmati, which is again a slow carb. Okay. So if you're eating more of white rice, which is not basmati, I think it has more of sugar. It's a fast carb, so it doesn't really help you, but it will ruin you.
Okay.
So depending on that, you can decide on how much you want to eat and how much you want to cut. And
about the evening snack and the dinner?
Evening snack, I would prefer mostly a fruit, mostly being citrus, vitamin C, which will help you help other protein synthesizes better in your body. So consuming vitamin C is really good, like orange or sweet lime or something like that, and definitely some dry fruits. Not too much, maybe 4 cloves of almonds and 4 cloves of cashew and something like that. But mostly it should be a fruit in the evening, because fruit will make you feel you're full, but in some time it will be better.
Right.
So if you're eating some other snack like biscuits or something, you keep munching on it, but then after a while it will happen so that you will not be able to eat your dinner properly. So you got to segregate with fruits and vegetables.
And do you cut out completely on carbs in dinner, or do you have some carbs in dinner as well?
No, I do have carbs in the dinner also, but then the quantity is lesser.
Okay.
So you got to have, it depends again, if you're eating a little later in the night before, too close to sleeping time, then it has to be very less. But then if you eat maybe like 8 o'clock in the night and you sleep maybe 10:30ish or 11, then it's okay. The earlier you eat, you can consume a little more carb, because by the time you sleep, you're gonna be on the better side of digestion. But then if you cup yourself too much, then it'll actually hinder you from sleeping also.
So that's great news.
You will not really get
for everyone who's watching. You have everything available at home, and even Aravind KP does not resort to any special diet. Everything that he has is available at home. So he's talked about dry nuts, he has talked about sprouts, he has talked about the homemade sambar and red rice. So all of that is available, and you don't really have to bother much about getting anything special for you to stay fit. So that's great news. And apart from that,
Yes.
do you also practice an exercise regimen every single day? Is there a program that you follow, or is it like different exercises on different days that you do to make sure that you stay fit?
No, since I am a pro athlete, there are people who look into how what I have to do, and we have a specific program that we have to follow. But then since I out and I don't have a multi-gym at home, it's most likely to be doing only PPGs. PPG is called Physical Preparation General, in which you just do planks and all the asanas. Mostly it's
Free weight,
it's
body weight.
yeah, it's yoga, but termed scientifically in English. So most of that, and then it's only polymetric exercises like the sit-ups and pull-ups and push-ups and squats and lunges and side lunges and all of that. So there is a different kind of variations that you do. Some of it you take it slowly. Some of the intensity is different. So you can mix it up with maybe 10 seconds of rest and 30 seconds of an exercise. Or
Right.
if that kind of makes you more tired, then
So
probably
that's
do 30
what you're
seconds
talking
of
about right
exercise
now
and 20
is
seconds.
the HIIT program, HIT program, which burns a lot of energy
Yes, HIIT.
at a very, very fast
HIIT.
rate.
It's called high intensity interval training.
Right. So
So you put in maybe 7 or 8 different exercises concerning a certain part of workout overall, and then you do it with a smaller span of rest, which will actually put your heart rate into a higher level. So that is why it is called a high intensity interval training.
Right. So then again, for our viewers, it's a great news because all of the exercises that Aravind is talking about can be done without any equipment, and you can use your own body weight to be doing all these exercises.
Yes.
And the good news is that there are a lot of apps which are available on Google App Store as well as Apple App Store, so you can download one of the apps and use those apps for one of the HIT programs. Since a professional athlete is also saying that it's effective, then it will definitely be effective for you as well.
Yes.
Any other tips that you want to give to people who are locked down right now and who are finding it difficult to keep fit? Any other tips that you want to share about fitness?
Fitness, I would say, it all starts from what kind of food you eat. That is what kind of gives you the motivation to work or to go to the couch or the bed. So watch your diet and be precise of what you want to put inside, because what you eat is what you get. So mostly you have to concentrate on your diet, which will in turn help you to get a better body and get better energy to do whatever you have planned to do for yourself.
That's what they say. Generally, they say that it's about 70% diet and about 20-30% of the exercise you do. So diet is equally important. Actually, it's more important. So focus more on diet, and obviously you have to focus on exercise also. But diet is very, very important.
Correct. Since it is a lockdown period and you have no mates, I think doing some home chores also is kind of working on itself.
Right,
So
right.
if you eat right, you sweep and swap the house, you're pretty good for it, for the day.
I was talking with the TVS team about specific exercises which are meant to strengthen the areas which generally people don't exercise. Like for track racing,
Yes.
there are sometimes, there are some people who are really buffed up. They go to the gym, they exercise a lot, and
Correct.
yet after 15 to 20 laps of a hot day at the racetrack, when they come back, they realize the parts of their body which they did not know existed are aching. So in the context of on-track racing, it can be a little different. But in the context of
Yes.
off-roading, in the context of motocross, what are the specific exercises or the body parts that need special attention and need to be especially strong? And are there some exercises which our friends at home who are interested in off-roading and motocross can perform, so that the areas which are supposed to be more strong are up to the mark when they get out in the open and start practicing?
The main thing is the core. You got to have a really strong core, which will, if you're working on your core, which will help you have a good back also. So mostly exercises concentrating the abs and the lower back and legs. The calf muscles and the thigh biceps and the thighs, quads, and you got to work on your the biggest muscle of your body is the bum.
Right,
You got to
right.
have a really strong back. So glute, which is called the glute,
Right.
gluteus muscle. So which is the biggest muscle in your body. You got to have a really strong muscle for you to have a good foundation. So you got to work on that. And then most of our workouts is pulls and push. Push is like the shoulder press and the bench press and all of that. Pulling is lateral pulls and ventral pulls, which is all in the gym that you will have a handlebar kind of stuff and then you pull it. And then leg presses and then you got to be working upon your calf muscles, which is where you sit and put weight on your thighs, and then you've got to have this extension and the flexion of your ankle, which will help you have a stronger leg. So basically, it's push and pull. What is more involved with off-roading?
For the upper body.
You're constantly fighting the bike to keep the bike up, and then you're constantly doing. Maybe if I'm riding for half an hour or 45 minutes on a motocross track, I would be doing more than 2,000, 3,000 squats.
Right.
So you got to have so you got to have really strong legs and lower back and your shoulders and all of that. So you can counter the bike and you can have a lengthier session to be accomplished.
So that guys, you have to have very strong core. You have to have strong glutes, very strong legs, and for the upper body, push and pull, as Aravind told us, and you would be able to replay whatever he said to understand better the technical terminology. But these are the body parts that you really need to. And if you are seriously into off-roading, then look at the number that he also talked about. 2,000 squats is a huge number. So it's quite difficult to get there. So you should be committed enough.
While exercising, this is while riding. If I'm riding motocross moto for 40-45 minutes, then I would have done more than 2,000 squats, maybe more.
That's
that is even a 45 minute span.
I also follow a small exercise regimen at home, and I know how difficult squats can be, especially if you're not a very petite person, if you're not very slim, and if your body weight is heavy, then it's very difficult to do. Anything above 100 is quite a challenge, and 2,000 it's simply undoable for people like us. So if you are
if you're probably riding, it kind of happens subconsciously. You don't really think of it, but then that's how you ride, right? So if you don't stand up and ride, you won't be able to ride for that long, and you might go down, because motocross is where you kind of get jumps, and there are different kind of obstacles you got to go through only by standing. You can't be seated. For that purpose, you can't be standing in places where you can ride with sitting. So it's a combination of both, but then when you add up to think about the numbers, this is how it is going to be.
Also, Aravind, since you have suffered so many injuries and it's been really challenging for you, recuperating and then participating, and then unfortunately having an injury again, what is the biggest advice you want to give the youngsters who are trying to build a career to avoid injuries?
To avoid injuries is to be fit and to be very focused, and you can't really avoid it. But then you can, by being fit, you can minimize the level of injury. Because if you're not falling, you're not trying.
Right.
And rallying and motocross is something that you crash many times, but then most of the times you walk away. But sometimes when your luck runs out or when it is time, you kind of get caught with it, and then you get hurt. But then that's how the sport is. It's a physical and contact sport, so you can't really blame the sport, because injury. Everybody goes through injuries. But other than that, I think, like I said, staying fit kind of minimizes the level of injury, and never give up attitude. You can't say, okay, now I broke my hand, I don't want to do it. If you really wish to have a good future and good career in motorsports, you cannot give up. It definitely is a downtimer. It kind of get to you. Even when I get hurt, and for the first month of recovery, I feel like, okay, this is it. I'm done riding. I don't want to get hurt anymore. I don't really want to ride anymore. This is over. I can't take it. But as soon as I'm able to move a little around here and there, and then I start missing bike. So the scratch begins right there. Then we start working on what could have been the chance, what could have been the cause for this injury. So for that to not happen again. Right. But it doesn't mean that you don't get hurt again. You always can, but the thing is to be focused and stay fit and never give up attitude.
So guys, that was legendary Aravind KP, one of the only 2 Indian riders who have finished the Dakar Rally, and
thank you.
the lockdown is not something which is a bane. You can build your bodies, you can condition yourself, and you can really use this time to recuperate, to become physically conditioned well enough to cope with the track. So this is the time for you to make sure that you eat well, that you exercise, that you prepare your body, and this is also a time where you can mentally relax and focus on your plans, what you want to do. But it's not an easy road, as Aravind said, that you have to be mentally fit, you have to be physically fit, and obviously you have to make sure that your diet is correct. So if you guys are into off-roading, if you want to pursue this as a career, this was some useful information that Aravind had to share with us. Thank you, Aravind. Thanks a lot for taking time out, and I really hope that this was very, very useful for all our viewers who would be interested in understanding how to use their time in a very productive manner as regards diet and exercise and preparing for off-roading as their career. Thank you very much, Aravind, and we hope to see you very soon and wish you all the best for all your races going forward.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for giving me this chance to interact your viewers and followers. It was great. It was great interacting. Thank you.
Thank you, Aravind.